Alrighty, guys, Madman Mondello coming at you from the Garden Garage here in beautiful Alabama. I hope that you're all doing well. And you know what? It's freaking cold outside. Don't go outside, you'll die. I'm telling you. Anyway, hope you're all having a great weekend. I just noticed that Alabama won by their skin of their teeth. That game was ridiculous. Okay, I mean that game was just ridiculous. I was like going like, "Are you blind? Why the hell did you do that? What the hell were you thinking?" And then when that guy grabbed the quarterback's face mask like that and about tore his head off, I just was like, "Wow." Okay, it's like getting a little rough there, are we? Huh? Anyway, all right, guys. Look, we got 4 consoles here that I did that are going out. Okay, and we're gonna start this one off here with Mr. Brevin Germilio. I hope I pronounced your name right and I didn't destroy it. Okay, but Brevin went ahead. He purchased the console off the website from us. This one is a 250 gig drive. Of course, it's up on online servers. They all have College Football Revamped on it, of course. All right, you got Purge for GTA 5, Buffington Mod Loader for GTA 4, and then, of course, we have our off-hosts for BO2, MW3 Ghosts, and Advanced Warfare off-hosts, okay? Also, we are sporting the Myten menu, okay? Myten, M-Y-T-E-N. Very good menu. Excellent menu, actually. And, this is a free version, by the way. You can purchase the VIP version for $20 off of their website. And it's well worth it. It does 24 games. It doesn't just do the BO series and Modern Warfare 3 series. No, it does a lot more than that, okay? So you might want to check that menu out, okay? But anyway, Brevin, here it is. It's all done. This is RGH3, of course. Chipless install. I'll tell you what, we're going to fire it up. Enough talk. Let's see what the hell it does, okay? I'm going to swap over to the capture card here. All right, let me sync this controller up here. And, of course, the system booted. Life is grand. All right. Now we're going to boot up. We're going to get into Aurora. And then what we're going to do is we're going to check out what's on this crazy thing. All right. And then after that, I'm going to tell you right now, please watch that startup setup video that I give you with the link to this video here in your email. All right, because if you don't, you're not going to get up on the network, okay? Please, you got to watch that video when you first get this thing to get it on your network, okay? After that, you don't have to worry about it, but, please watch that startup setup video. All right, so now we booted up. We're into Aurora here. All right, let's check this out here, okay? Start off at the dashboard, and we'll work our way through. We got our Battlefields on there, our Call of Duties on there, of course. You got your College Hoops 2K8, your Gears of War series, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo 3, Minecraft, Ncaa Basketball 10, College Football Revamped, of course, on there, Ncaa 14. All right, and that's version 18, by the way, the latest version that's out for right now for the Xbox. And, of course, Red Dead Redemption and Resident Evil. Now, okay, Xbox Live Arcade, you got a ton of Live Arcade on there. You got 23 titles of Live Arcade that you can play with. And, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then, of course, you have your classic games on there, okay? This is Tony Hawk Underground 2. You got to play the classic games also in bypass mode. I discussed that in the startup setup video. Please watch that video. If you try to launch this game right now with the server on, it's going to laugh at you. It's going to give you a black screen. It's going to give you a fatal crash. And then you're going to message me saying, it doesn't play. And I'm going to tell you, did you put it in bypass mode? You're going to say no. I'm going to say, well, why didn't you watch the video in the first place? Watch the damn video, okay? All right, indie games, okay? You got Trailer Park King, you got Voice Changer 360. They work very well together, okay? I'm sure. Yes, serial rapist kit there, okay? And then, of course, you have your emulators, all right? You got Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to Game Boy Advance. There's over 8,000 ROMs on this thing with all of these emulators and everything, so you're already good to go. Nothing to worry about there. But, of course, we'll head on back and we'll hit the dashboard, make sure that she's up right and tight. All right, should be up on the network here. Just give it a second. And we should see our welcome screen come up, in which we did. Okay, there you are. Hello again, Brevin Germello. You're on Alliance Live. Welcome to Alliance Live. Okay, you got 120 reserve days left. Got it, good. Then, of course, you have the Myten here. All right, you can join their Discord. Their Discord is right there. All right, and you too can play with Myten and have a blast with it. Try out the free version first, and then if you want to, you can get the VIP version. It's $20, and best $20 you ever spent. All right? Sounds like a plan stand? Yes, sir. There you go. Now, we'll bypass the sign-in. We will see if we're up on live. Yes, we are. All right, now, opening up the guide button, you will see we have X Community. X Community is a matchmaking service that works hand-in-hand with Microsoft Matchmaking, okay? As you can see, we have public sessions going on here. We got GTA 4, couple of Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3 again, Black Ops 2, Left 4 Dead 2. You know, I mean, and this is part of Project Sunrise, okay? Which you know, they support the Halo servers and all that kind of good stuff. So it's well worth it. All right, and then of course you got your Call of Duty World at War. Now over here you will see players. Okay, that's the players with the prospective servers on the right hand side of the screen right there. And as you can see, there's a bunch of people online right now. There's 67 total. All right, so you got a bunch of people to play with on there. So you're always going to find a session no matter what. All right. Then of course over here you have your settings. Enable features, custom matchmaking, force modded matchmaking, custom HUD. All right, change your online status, change your username, and save your settings. All right, very simple. All right, now over in your fifth tab here, you have your off hosts. These are your cheats that are streamed from our server. To disable A, enable A. When you're running Myten menu, okay, make sure that these are disabled by hitting A. Okay, because if they're not, what will happen is both menus will pop up at the same time, and the controls will be all crazy, and you're going to be like, going like, what the hell? So just make sure that you disable these when you're using Myten menu. Now, if you're using the off host and you want to use the off host instead of Myten menu, just don't load Myten menu. It's that simple, all right? It gives you the option to load it, you know, before the game starts. So just, you know, leave it unloaded, okay? And then we're going to bring this back home, okay? And there you have it. Brevin, listen, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. We're shipping it off. You'll have it in 2 to 3 business days. You'll have your tracking number and also a link to the startup setup video along with a link to this video, okay? Please watch that video before you even get the console and before you power it on, all right? Because, you know, like I said, you got to get it up on the network first, all right? So, Brevin, thank you so much for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. All right, we're going to say goodbye to Brevin. Thank you, bye, Brevin. All right, let's grab hold of another one here. Mr. Philip Schroeder. Okay, Philip purchased a console off the website from us. And here it is. It's a 120 gig. RGH 3.0. Chipless install, of course. We're going to fire this thing up. And let's check this thing out. Now, it's got a little bit smaller complement than the 250. Okay, now, as you can see, of course, Insta-boot all the time. Get better. That's all I got to say. All right. Now, sync up the controller here. All right, there we are. And we're going to boot up into Aurora. We're going to get our notifications, all that other happy nonsense. And it's going to load our titles and all that. And there you are. We're good. Okay, now, check it out. All right, Xbox 360. Start off at the dashboard. You got your Advanced Warfare, you know, your Black Ops series, Modern Warfare 3, College Hoops 2K8, you got Grand Theft Auto series, and you got College Football Revamped. All right, now, Xbox Live Arcade, you got a couple of Xbox Live Arcade games on there. And then you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And you do have some emulators on there, okay? You got Sega, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, and back to Sega. It's a 120 gig drive. It's very small, so, you know, you can only fit so much on it. All right, now, here we go. Now, we're going to hit the original dashboard, check it out, make sure she's up and online, and all that other happy nonsense. We should have our placard come up shortly. There we are. Good. Okay, hello again, Philip Schroeder. You're on the line. It's live. There you are. You're good to go. All right, and of course, welcome to Myten menu. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and let's see. We're up, we're online, and we're live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. There's our X community, of course, and then, of course, you have our off host. To disable A, enable A. Very easy. And then we'll bring this back home, and there you have it. Mr. Schroeder, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad I could build it for you. It'll be shipping off. You'll get a link to the startup setup video along with a link to this video right here. So thank you again for your business. I really do appreciate it. Now we're gonna say goodbye to Philip here. Okay. And we'll grab this one right here. Okay, Kristen Morales. Okay, he bought a 120 gig. All right. Kristen, this one is yours. Okay, I'm going to fire this thing up. Okay, now I'm going to swap over the capture card here. What I do with my freaking controller? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, let me sync this controller up here. As you can see, RGH 3.0 boots like a beast. Alright, now I'm going to boot up. I'm going to get into Aurora. I'm going to check your console out. Make sure everything is all hunky-dory and okie-dokie on it. Alright, now, there we are. Good to go. Alright, Xbox 360 at the dashboard. And then, of course, you got your Call of Duties on there, your College Hoops 2K8, Grand Theft Auto series, and College Football Revamped. Alright, and then, of course, you have your Xbox Live Arcade. You've got your homebrew section. And then, of course, you have your emulators. You got Game Boy Advance, Sega, Super Nintendo, and then back to Game Boy Advance. Alright, now, we'll go ahead, we'll hit the dashboard, make sure that she's right and tight up on the network, which it better be. Hopefully. There we are. Okay, good. Got it good. Okay, and then of course you got welcome to Myten, and there's a Discord. Remember to join their Discord. Alright, bypass the sign in. You will see it is up, it is online, it is live. Our beautiful eyeball pleasing HUD with X community. And over in our fifth tab, our cheats to disable A, enable A. Okay? Everything goes for the same thing on this console too. Alright, remember to watch the startup setup video before you power this thing on, so that way then you get up on your network first. Otherwise you'll be sitting at that Xbox 360 logo for a very, very, very long time. Alright, you want to prevent that. So there you go. Now, we're going to say goodbye to Kristen. Alright, Christian. And thank you once again. I really do appreciate it. And we got one more here that we're going to do. This is Mr. Gordon Roebuck. Now, this was already in RGH, okay? But he sent it to me because he's like, Tony, it boots like crap, and I need it gone over, and I want it loaded right, and, you know. So, he sent it in. Okay, now this is send in, all right? Now, mind you, numero uno, okay? Bro, this thing had side plates with no centers, okay, as you can see. That's the reason why your hard drive door was, like, falling off all the time. So I fixed them. I replaced them with new ones. Okay, that's number one. All right? Number two. This thing right here. That's an Ace V5, okay? Which was the biggest failure of the Ace chips that you could ever imagine. This thing is the biggest piece of garbage I've ever seen in my life. I'll take an Ace V3 with a modified timing file over this thing any day of the week. This is garbage right here. So you know what to do with that, right? Then we had the drive belt issue, okay? As you can see, pretty oblong, all right? It's like, yeah, that's why your drive was sticking, okay? Well, I fixed all that, put new side plates on it. I even put a new Faraday cage underneath here, so that way then it's not, like, hanging out, big gigantic hole and all that happy nonsense, all right? And pretty much she's all good to go. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire this crazy thing up, okay? Now, you also notice tray doesn't stick anymore either. And you also notice that it boots like a beast. Okay? Every time. Alright, because this is an RGH3 chipless install. Alright, so here we are. Good. Okay. Now this is a 2 terabyte drive that you sent in to me. Alright, now it's a Seagate drive. Alright, 7200 RPM. So you got to give it a second for it to link up and all that other happy nonsense and read the titles through, because there's a lot of stuff on there. Okay? There we are. Now I'm going to read the titles through. There's 459 loaded games on this damn thing. Okay, so pretty much you got the gambit here. All right. I redid the entire hard drive. I also put your profiles back on this, back on the internal memory where they were. Okay, before I started this endeavor. All right. Now, okay, this thing is so loaded with stuff. I mean, it is ridiculous. Okay, I mean, it just goes. It's like, holy mackerel, man. I mean, it's got a ton of stuff on there. And I mean a ton of stuff on there, as you can see. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Tell you what. Let's go through the Xbox 360, okay? We're going to hit that. Here we are. Okay. Now, I start off with 007, okay? 50 Cent, of course. A-Train, HX. Afro Samurai, Air Conflict, Alan Wake. Alice, Aliens, Angry Birds and more Angry Birds, Army of Two, 40 Day, Assassin's Creed Revelations, you got your Batman on there, Battlefield 3 and 4, Bad Company Battlefield, Bad Company 2, Battlefield Hardline, Bioshock, we're still in the B's here, Borderline, okay, Burnout Paradise, and then of course you got your Call of Duties on here, you got a ton of freaking Call of Duties on here as well. Alright, and then of course you got Castlevania, College Hoops 2K8, you got Crisis 2, Dante's Inferno, Dark Souls 2, Dragon Ball, Raging Blast, or Dead Island, you know, Riptide, Dead Rising, all that, Deadpool, Defiance, Destroy All Humans, Diablo, Dirt 2, Dragon's Age, and then of course you got Dragon Ball Z, you got more Dragon Balls, you got Dragon Dogma, you got Driver, Dead to Rise, MMA, Earth Defense Force, Fable, you got Fable Anniversary, Fable 2, and of course Fable 3, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Family Guy, Far Cry 3, Fast and Furious, okay, what is that? Yeah, Showdown, and then of course you got your Fight Night, you got Fight Night Round 4, Then you got Final Fantasy, of course. You got Ken's Rage. You got Forza Horizon, Forza 2, Forza 4, Gears of War, all the way through their series. Guitar Hero, Grand Theft Auto series at the Yin Yang, including Gray Matter. Okay, you got a ton of that. Okay, Guitar Hero 3, Halo at the Yin Yang, Hitman, Hot Wheels, Hour of Victory, Iron Man 2. You got Bloodstone 007. You got Kane and Lynch. All right, Batman, Lego. You got Lego at the Yin Yang. You got Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Batman 2, Indiana Jones 2, Lord of the Rings, and then of course some broad with tits and a chainsaw. Okay, you can't beat that. Lost Planet, okay, Lucha Libre, Madden 25, Mafia 2, Mass Effect trilogy, Medal of Honor, Minecraft, Major League Sports Baseball. You got Mortal Kombat, DC Universe. You got even got Ninja Naruto Shippendu, whatever the frick his name is there. All right, you got NBA 2K10 through NBA 2K17, NBA Jam, NCAA Basketball 10 through College Football Revamped. Okay, so on and so forth. Need for Speed The Run. Let's see, Need for Speed Carbon, and then of course you got the Carbon Collector's Edition on there. Got your Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed Rivals, Need for Speed Shift, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Need for Speed Undercover. Okay, NHL 12, Ninja Blade, Painkiller, PGR 4. Okay, PopCap Collection with what was that? Plants vs Zombies or whatever. Portal 2, Rayman, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, that one, and then another Resident Evil. You got all Resident Evils, okay? Every single one of them, okay? Tomb Raider, Saints Row, Saw 3, Saw 2, Sega Superstars, Shaun White's skateboarding, Shaun White snowboarding, Shift 2 Unleashed, Silent Hill, Skate, Skyrim, okay? And you got some SmackDown there, Wrestling, Sniper 2, Sonic, you got Genesis, you got Soul Calibur 4, Soul Calibur 5, South Park, The Stick of Truth. You got more Spider-Man on there. Let's see here. You got Splatterhouse, you got Split Second, you got Star Wars Force, you got Sushi, whatever the freak that is, and you got Ultima with this crazy broad with tits hanging out, okay, and some kind of leg. Alright, and then of course you got Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. You got more Spider-Man on there. Darkness 2, Godfather the game, Godfather 2, Hulk, Sims, The Walking Dead, Thor, Masters, Titanfall, you got on there, TNA Impact, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider, Tony Hawk's Project 8, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, UFC 3, Rain, Vampire Rain, that is, Viva Pinata, you gotta have that, Wanted, Warface, Warriors, whatever the hell that, Uruchi, there you go, yeah, Wheelman, Wolfenstein, a bunch of wrestling on there, and there you have it, okay? I'm not done yet. Alright. Xbox Live Arcade. You got 123 titles of Xbox Live Arcade, and no, I'm not going to name them off like that. Alright, all I know is it's freaking full, okay? It's freaking full. If you can't find something to play on this thing, you've got a real problem. Alright, then of course you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then you have your indie games on there, and there's a ton of indie games on there, including pay child support twice. Fuck them in the cleavage, okay? Get in there, get a Trailer Park STD, alright? And then of course, grab some hips. You're good. What more could you ask for? Classic games, okay? Yeah, we're not done yet. Okay, we got 46 titles of classic games on here. Original OG games to play, alright, that are on this damn thing. And then you have your emulators, okay? Here you have over 9,000 ROMs on this damn thing, okay? For each and every one of these emulators. You got Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, PlayStation, and back to Super Nintendo. It is freaking loaded. Like I said, loaded as in a drunk and from New York City hanging out in a corner, alright? You got more crap on here than I don't know what to do with. Oh my god. Alright, now, Xbox 360. And I know Xbox 360 has like 12 terabytes worth of titles for it, you know? So I'm just scratching the surface here. Wait till I get out that 16 terabyte drive and load this son of a bitch. You ain't seen nothing. Alright. So, got it. Good. Okay. Welcome to Myten, of course. Alright, there you are. And of course, like I said, I saved your profiles on here. Alright, so that way then you don't have to download them or anything like that. Anyway, we'll bypass the sign-in. Alright, as you can see, it is up, it is online, it is live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. Remember about X Community. And then, of course, you have your cheats over here to disable A, enable A. And we'll bring this back home. Gordon, there you have it, man. Okay, she's all good to go. Rocking and rolling. and you don't have to wait for the freaking boot time anymore or any crap like that. But yeah, I mean, it boots instantaneous now. There is no chip to slow you down or anything. I mean, it just runs like a rape tape. So pretty much you're good to go. So listen, we're shipping it off. Okay, you'll have your tracking number. You have a link to the startup setup video and all that other happy nonsense. I'm glad I could fix this thing for you and fix all the little problems that were on it, that were plaguing it, that there's no problems anymore. Yes, it's got new heatsink paste on it too, and yes, I blew it out and cleaned it up, and I mean, it's like brand new in there. So, there you go, man. So anyway, guys, listen, thanks for watching. I greatly do appreciate it. I hope that you're having a great weekend, and you all be safe and everything. I still have a whole bunch more consoles that I have to do, and I'm going to be doing them. I got an OG that I got to finish up and get that one done. So, listen, I'm going to holler at you all later. You all have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Be kind. Remember to rewind, and I'm going to holler at you all later. Take care, guys. Have a great night.